In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Medieval Dynasty. Now it is morning, about 8 o'clock, and I've got 2 more boars, wolves, or Wyson that I have to get. I'm going to try to hit the boars on the other side of my town. Now I did go out and basically hunt all night, but before I did, I was able to get the Tavern 3 and Food Storage 3 all done except for the rock. So once I put the rocks in, those places will be done. I need to spend some time doing maintenance around the house. I've got all the quests. I'm not going back to that quest for that kid. He had his chance. He went to bed. Whatever he wanted, he just lost out. It's his fault. That's his loss, not mine. How I'm looking at it. I'm selfish. But no, I need to get stuff done around the house, around the town, working on farms and stuff like that. But still trying to get the boar. Almost always good for a boar or 2 over here. Usually 2. As many as 4 I've run into in this area, so. One more. Now, I did record the other kills that I made. Several of them were in the dark and you're not going to see much, but you'll get the twang / rip kill of each animal as I was hunting them. I'll go ahead and put that on screen for you. So that was most of the kills. Like I said, some of them were probably so dark it wasn't even worth putting on the screen. But, oh, I can make the big house now. I've never made one of those. I know they don't hold more people than any other of the houses. You know, I think it'll hold, well, let's look at the description. It will hold 4 people. So 2 adults, 2 children, because you can't have more than 2 adults in any house. Unless the 3rd adult is a child who has grown up. And I'm on year, I wonder if it even tells me what year I'm on. I know it does in the save game. Save the game. Year 5. Yeah. My kid's not even 2 years old yet. I have got a long way to go in this game. But I prefer to play a nice, slow, even game. And like I said, I'm already considering starting over. Mainly starting over because a lot of stuff's changed and my town isn't working as intended by the developers at this point, because I haven't restarted, and it's an old version of the game where this town was started. I don't know for sure that makes that big of a difference. It just feels like some things people have said my town just isn't doing, and I'm like, I wonder. I'm about to fail this quest. All right, there's another area with boars up here. We'll go check there real quick. Now, if I do start a new town, I'm going to keep this save and keep playing it. Every once in a while I'll bring you guys back and share, because I still want to see what happens. Like, I know after 60 years old, at some point your character just dies. And I want to see what happens when the your heir takes over. You know, your next in charge, your prodigy, the spawn of your ilk. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the right word to say. My spawn. My spawn takes over to rule the world. Oh, hey, 4. And just over the head. Oh, no, wait. No. I need you for a quest. You need to die. Awesome. Give me those. That first shot was in the neck and he still ran. I'm surprised. Sweet. Now, question is, how much skill did that get me for hunting? Okay, back to where I was. I was at about 380 skill for hunting. I'd worked it up slowly. But when I moved over to the test version of the game, all my skills were reset. Now, not my levels. If I was level 10 in a skill, I still had level 10. Or if I was level 3, I still had level 3. And I didn't lose any of the points themselves. But the points that you build up to go from level 1 to level 2, that's what I lost. And that kind of sucked. Hopefully that's a bug and they'll address it. Alright, got rid of the animals. Nice. I didn't get a... there we go. To say, that was quiet. And I noticed the quiet so bad. Inventory, do I have anything to sell? Ooh, I'm actually low on arrows. $39. Not low, but lower than I like to be. Alright, head home. Restock my arrows. I'm probably not going to run around and sell anything. Because most of the people that I visit are completely out of coin as it is. I never got down to Jesnica or Hornica at all. They're just way too far out there. I don't know, maybe I should build nearer to them so I can include them, but I still want to build right over here. There's that nice circular clearing that I saw that would make a great like town square kind of setup. You know, maybe that's what I do. Instead of starting over my season, I keep this village going. I keep playing it, and I keep doing videos here. But I start a new town that I just play on the side and occasionally show you guys what's going on in it. Maybe that's the way to do this. All right. See, they haven't planted all this. Where are all my workers? I got people stuck in the rafters. All right, are you going out in the field to start working and planting? That's it. I mean, that's all I need is one person to do it. Come on, plant seed. Yes, okay. Let me go check the other field over here. And you're planting. Okay. So I was going to mess with them, but there's no reason to. You're just standing there with a hoe in your hand. It's all hoed. It just needs seed. And he's seeding, so... Oh, I'm not going to mess with them because if my luck, I break them. And I don't want to break them right now. Let me ferry over some rocks. Iron arrows. Might as well just grab them. I'm going to end up selling them anyways. 3 pouches. 797 stock. They've done pretty good so far. I left them alone for a while. I haven't touched the stack. And they're doing decent. Iron is so-so. I need to be careful with that. They're producing a lot of hammers, though. I shouldn't be complaining at all. All right, I know, not a torch in the slot. I'm not worried about it right now. All right, give me back to 50. I'll go put this stuff in my house. Try to lessen my burden a little bit. Are you actually holding a child? There's nothing in your arms, young dear. Sorry to be the one to have to tell you, but there's nothing there. I guess I can drop everything in here like I used to do. I haven't done it in a while, but I can. It's not going to hurt. It'll actually help. I do need a hammer, though. So I'm going to take 2 hammers. Too bad you couldn't wield 2 hammers at the same time and get twice the work done. I don't know if we need to do that, but I think it would be nice. Let me get rid of that. That's better. Yeah, I think having these angled cuts here, I'm ended up not liking them. I'm going to redo the ones at my house, too. That's better. And I think the same thing on this. Even if it does look, it makes more sense, I think it looks better without that. Let's run in and drop the meat off. And eat the roasted meat. See, that whole stack, all that roasted meat I took with me is just enough to get me through most of the day. Stone, up to 250, not bad. Like 50, it puts me just a few pounds over. And I think, even though with the size of the structure, that might be enough to actually get the Tavern 3 done. Some of the walls were weird. It's like they didn't take a log, or they took less stone than I thought they should. I don't know. I know that a house typically takes, was it 7 stone or 8 stone? Maybe it's 6. Like this one only took, I don't know, it's just some weirdness on the, on when I was building this. I've never built one of these structures. That needs 8, 7. Oh, okay, that needs 8, 8. Yeah, I'm almost out. Let's run back for some more stone. It was, about a little less than 3/4 of what I need. So if I grab the same again, that should do me pretty good. Let's just grab a good 60. That'll put me 6 pounds over. And I'm not much slower than I was before. But I definitely have to do the side run thing. Yeah, I like the tree right there. It's a nice little touch. I feel that if I had this place, like if I put like a sign up to name it, the tree would have to be part of the name or something. It would be wrong not to include the tree in the naming of the building. 2, 1, done. All right. Now, unfortunately, I still need to hire some more craftsmen. I'm hoping next season I'll be able to find a few better craftsmen. Or craft ladies. I mean, I'm not opposed. I just want them to have at least 3 in crafting. I'm still looking for those mythical crafters. It would have been nice if my wife, when I married her, had a crafting skill of, 10. Because I've heard of those. If you marry a villager, you can get somebody with a large amount of crafting skill. That would have been nice. Because crafting skill is like the hardest thing to build in this game. I think when I do start that offline playthrough, I think what I'll do is I'll probably cheese and go around and talk to several different women at the same time, all villagers, so they don't leave, and get them all to the point that they're smitten. Then I'm going to save the game, and I'm going to go around and try to marry one, see what her skills are, reload, go talk to another one, marry her, reload. Just to min-max and see if I can get lucky to get a level 10 crafter. Now, as soon as she gets pregnant, I lose her for two years, but... Alright, so what's my storage now? Wow, 1,500. So it's 500 storage for that. That's nice. Okay, let's go ahead and pull you two out. They were doing... I came back, they had one pottage. One. And the other ones were old, so they'd only made one. They might have been made... Maybe they made 1.5. But I'm telling you, it was pretty piss poor. Put her back at an innkeeper again. I think I'll put her back at making... did you have a good crafting skill? No. Is there somebody with a decent crafting skill that I have doing something other than crafting right now? A lumberjack. You got a 5 in lumberjack, though. That's kind of important. The sew master. If I take him off of that and put him in the tavern... Innkeeper. You had horrible skills, so I'm taking you off of that. Fine. You had good crafting and you're a farmer, so I'm gonna put you in there. All right, so that gives me a 9. And if I'm gonna have you guys make regular cottage, 0.9 per hour. So they might be able to make enough to maintain demand. Because I'm assuming that some of that pottage was eaten by some of the people. All right, so everybody shifts. Let's go back in real quick. Management. Who doesn't have jobs? You don't, but you're an extractor, a survivalist, but I'm going to make you a farmer. Welcome to the farmer's life. And then that's it. Everybody else has work now. But I don't have anybody making my sewing stuff. I had to give that. I'm not giving up to the smithy. I like those 2 people working in there. But I'm going to put him in. So the next person I hire... So I still want all craftsmen. And I'm going to try to get them to... in these other buildings and try to get them to level up. They don't need this area over here anymore. I'm going to redo it anyways. I like that I have to, that you can take out part and leave the rest. But it is also annoying that I have to smack each one individually to get rid of these little roads. But it did work. Alright. At least in town, I definitely don't need this. And it also means I can build the palisades differently. The layout I had here doesn't have to come right here the way that it did. There's so many good times in this inn. Not really. It's actually a very quiet, boring place. Everybody just kind of ignored everybody else, just sat there woodenly. Which, you know, it's what these people do. There we go. Now that gives me 2 buildings to place. And I need to place 1 more house for sure. Down there at the other end. And that's going to let me bring in 3 more people. No, yeah, 3. 1 to live with you. When I build the next house, it'll be another one. Do I want to make myself a big house? Build a house, move my family into it temporarily, and then rebuild this and turn my house so that it sits this way? That's an idea. Something I'll have to consider. But I need to get another house built first. And I like how it opens up the view. Now I have a better view of the lake and everything out here until I put the palisades up. You know, probably will take the palisades just right down the road then. And just leave this as an open field in town. I think that works just fine. Alright, so do I have 3 people in here now? I've got 2. The third one's probably still working her way over here. Doesn't look like you're doing too much. You know, this works better when you light it. Oh, I never noticed the press. Can you do anything with the press? I bet you can't. No, you can't. I figured I'd try. You never know. We can't sit in the tavern. We're not good enough to sit in the tavern. That's pretty messed up. And I should still have 1,000 food storage, right? Yep. Awesome. So hopefully they're making pottage now at a decent rate. Let me check my fields. All right, planted. Because I have enough time I can run around and plant if I need to. Nope, I don't need to. And they're about done for the season on that. And the day, because the day is getting kind of old. Let me check the new inn. $0.9 per hour. And all the pottage is gone because people are actually eating it. So they're probably eating it faster than they're actually cooking it. And they're also eating the cabbage too, because I know there was more cabbage than that. That's not good. That's got me a little concerned. This all needs to get sold. Next season, what are my people going to do? Well, it's winter. They're not going to be planting anything, so they're going to be beating flax. I'm pretty sure there's nothing, because I don't plant carrots. I don't think there's anything we're going to be harvesting. So let's reset up my barn. Pull all these people off. And then I'm going to start setting them back up as farmers. Now, why do I take everybody off and then send them as... I don't know why. I just do. I've done it since I've started working the farm like this. And once my wife is being able to be a farmer again, then I'll take this girl, or one of the ones that had decent crafting. I think that new girl, and I'll make her the one that has decent crafting. And 33. Nice. So you're going to be working flax grain. 16. Put you at 60 and it's 20.8 per hour. And I want you to work some oat and some rye until it's all gone. Try to get that. I think I got wheat to work too. Yep, I got some wheat to work. Those are the things I want them to beat. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of wheat, but not. I have to manage. I have to keep an eye on this. The actual, what am I calling it? The flax. They're doing pretty good on that. Still have about 2,000 to beat, but I have an entire season, almost two planting seasons, I think, before flax is harvested again. So we're doing really good. I'm going to have leftovers, I'm pretty sure, but it's going to be well worth it. Yeah, that's already 4,000. That's almost right there in itself. Enough to pay for my taxes. Take the next hammer. Let's get 50 more arrows. And nobody else doing leather pouches anymore. Which is fine. I can live without it. Oh, yes. I want to put a wash basin over there, too. So people can wash their hands before, role play. No one's actually doing this, but it would be nice to have wash basins. And I'm probably going to put wash basins at all the people's houses and stuff, too. I have to redo roads. There's so much work to do. Speaking of roads, we're going, we don't need roads. There we go. See, it's not perfectly straight, but it's not so poorly angled that it looks bad either. Yeah, that's better. I like that placement. And like I said, I already thought about possibly redoing my house, but for now, that works. Those were set up good. This road goes around, but doesn't really go anywhere. This one's going here and then goes straight into there. And what I need to do is get rid of that. Any more farm plots that are down that aren't actively going to be used to build something? I really want to get rid of all these old farm plots. And honestly, I don't need this one. Because when I did this one, I didn't need it. I already have this all laid out. This last house is gonna sit right there, and it's gonna be perfect. And I don't need that anymore. And I think the rest of the planters that aren't are over there on this side of the map. Yep, they're all over there, I'm pretty sure. I've got one more. Field 8. I think that's on the backside over here of this. Yep. Oh, hush, you guys. I never did fix the goose house. You guys are noisy, you know that? Can I shear you guys before the season ends real quick? I'm pretty sure I can't, but I'm sitting right here. I'm going to hate myself if I don't even try. And you guys would hate me if I didn't even try. Or here. Oh, I can. And get a second shearing out of them. And tomorrow, beginning of the next season, I definitely can shear them. Come here. Come here. I don't mind the sheep running around because we don't, wolves don't attack yet. Now, if they need to add that if you don't protect your animals, that they can get attacked, that would be kind of cool. But I also like the fact that my farms are connected to my animal areas, so in essence, my animals can go out. Only 2 wool, you're stuck, and can go out and provide fertilizer right to the farms for me. I think that's kind of a cool concept. and they don't go into the town. I think I've seen one goose who's like walked over here and sat down, but never really went over on that side. Oh, everybody's running back. Oh. Did I? No, I got you. Just then, it doesn't update till I get close enough. That's right. I barely got them done. They're all coming back in for the night. And they're all going to sleep. Hey, at least the animals have intelligent AI, you know? It's time to go to bed. They all come running back and going to bed. It's better AI than a lot of games that I've seen that are much further along than this one. Okay. I did put I put a second road over here just so that this has a smooth entrance into it. Probably will be leaving it that way. So far, so good. The town's coming along. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Oh, I love the lighting in here I'm seeing right now. Oh, yeah. I do have to figure out how I'm going to lay this out. This looks like a good area for tables and stuff like that. And maybe I'll put a fire pit and a circle place to sit here. So tables and food over there. This gives me a lot more room to work with. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been Medieval Dynasty. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.